The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Atlanta Falcons.
Younghoe Koo, the kickoff for Atlanta.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Allen to throw once more. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
McKinley on the stop. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, man open left side is Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. First down, Allen. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 24, Ryan, and that is incomplete here. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
A 3-yard loss.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
For the Falcons.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken at around the 40. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here for the 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
15.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. So the shotgun snap to Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Isaiah McKenzie. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. And able to find John Brown. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Allen finding Brown for a Bills 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
A 2-yard gain.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice...
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Takk McKinley. Picks up his second sack of the afternoon. We're scoreless after one.
With no score, Tyler Bass on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy. You understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Number 21.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
At the 40.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10 from the gun. He'll hand this off. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground game here, Gurley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And it's incomplete.
Ryan's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Tuesday.
Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at him right now and say, let's get away from him entirely to start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
Field goals all we've had so far, 3-3 now as the kick is away. fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And the Bills first down.
319.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
A gain of 19.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Allen. And he fires one incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McKenzie. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Singletary here running out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
And it's 3rd down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And it is up.
Kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Falcons 3. Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Ryan. That's to the speedster, Olamide Zaccheaus. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Being chased out left. He'll run it, and he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Now Ryan on 1st down. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
The 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Kaepernick, his first toss off the bench. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
The game at 10. Younghoe Koo, the kicker.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 18 more yards there and another first down.
First down, Bills.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now some motion up front. That may back this try up a bit. So that'll back him up 5. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. The Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He gives to Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Ryan. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded at about the 28. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Gurley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He was tackled.
It's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A quick throw here out to Brown. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
John Brown.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Allen's throw is complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Brown. 8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun, Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Bills.
54, check, block 54. Coming to you.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Tyler Jamison busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, it's Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Falcons.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead. Exactly. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Sets up a third down and 18.
The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this third down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. Here's Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
13. Younghoe Koo for the Falcons field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
3 yards. First down, Buffalo.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Dante Fowler able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
2 yards.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Allen off the play fake. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
13 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He was tackled.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And he gets this one to Ridley, complete.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now Gurley. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Another carry now for Gurley. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have broken our tie. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Good. Makes the score Falcons 27, Bills 20.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Allen
now on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time, but it'll be second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
54, right there. 54 mark. Don't say no. 54 mark. Check. Watch 54.
Throwing again. Allen. It's caught left side by John Brown. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Here's Allen to throw it. And able to find John Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
3 yards.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Back to throw. Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw is Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Allen to throw. He may try and run. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Number 20.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again they run with Gurley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. just met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
They run. It's Gurley. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
27.
But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for Atlanta, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.